Hello, everybody. I am live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. You're welcome. I'm just going to let people know that I am here. So I'm going to start sharing right now. We have a very, very interesting show, and this show is open to all. Yes. You can join the show from wherever you are. The link is open. So join the show and let's talk decision 2023. Yes. Um, let's do decision 2023 and see what's going on. I'm going to be updating us on what is going on in Nigeria, and also let's give our thoughts. Let's talk about it. What do we think? And what is the future of Nigeria? So, yes, that's the link. Oh, okay. Let me send another link again. But I know that is the link I just sent now. I'm going to send the link to people. Just in case you want to join me live, you're free. This is an open show today. Join the show. Okay, let's see here. I just sent it again uh, for people to join the show. If you want to join, hit click and just enter. Um, we have an interesting show today. So if you want to join me live, please don't hesitate to do that. Edit. I want to just edit this thing. Okay. Yeah, if you want to join the show, this is how to join. Please don't hesitate to join. Okay. So what is going on in Nigerian politics today, Lilian? A lot is going on from what I gathered already. People are already going to the pool to vote. I didn't sleep early, actually. It started very early this morning at 6 o'clock when I started monitoring the pool, what was going on in Nigeria. People already woke up. That's to show you that this election is very important to a lot of people, to all of us, very important to me. That's why I have not been able to sleep myself, because I actually wanted to follow and see what's going on and how people are responding. So that is why I am doing this show today, so we can follow up and see what is really going on, and see how we can be part of history. Yes, I call it history. History is going to be made today and all that good stuff. So please share, invite somebody. I'm trying to share. I'm not rushing anywhere, because this show today is all about you, all about me, all about the future of Nigeria, all about our children, our generation to come. It's all about us. So what is going to happen? So yes, I'm trying to share the show now. So join the show. Decision 2023. What's gonna happen? um what is gonna happen to us? Okay, I'm just trying to get this. There's no rush. I am not rushing anywhere. 2023. Join the conversation. Join the conversation. Yes, please. Yeah. Join the conversation live with Lilian. Yeah. I have sent the link. Is it not working? I have sent the link. Is it not working? Huh? Let me have it. The link is working. Let me show you. Let me see. The link should be working. Give me, if you don't mind. You can't have this and want the link to work. You have to now. You have to get Safari now. Safari is not here. That's why now. Open it in Safari. Click Safari. Yeah. So join. Anybody can join the show. Just click on the link below and join the show. Let me see. Copy the link. and let's go to Safari. There's Safari here, and click and put what we have and go here. I hope this is working now. So join. It depends on what you're using. Let's talk decision 2023. So like I said, as at when I started monitoring this morning, um hello, it's working. The link is working. Okay. So please, if you're here, click the link and join me if you want to make a contribution. If you want to talk, the show is for all of us. Let's talk about Nigeria. Let's talk about the election. What is your view? What is your thought? What do you think is happening? What's the future? What are we looking at? It's going on well, So from what is going on today, the voting pool started as early as, I think, even 5:30, 6 o'clock this morning in Nigeria. A lot of people already went to the voting pools, and there were a lot of securities today. A lot of securities. I'm telling you the truth. A lot of securities. A lot of securities was on ground, are still on ground, So what is the possibility of rigging the election? I don't think there's any possibility, but you can never rule out anything. But there's a lot of security already. So let us keep monitoring. I'm going to be giving you all the updates, and I'm going to have some people come in to give me their thoughts and their view. What is the future of Nigeria? I know a lot of people, we have three big, what do they call it now? Three big positions. No, one position as a president, but we have three. We have the Labour Party, we have the PDP, and we have the APC. So what is the future? What do you think? What is your view? Come on the show and let me know. Click on the link. I already shared the link here for you to enter the show. Is there the StreamYard link? Click on it, and I'm going to bring you up here to come share with us. If you don't want to click on the link, call on the WhatsApp. The number is there, 973 plus 1 973 332 3511. Click on it. Come on and tell us what your thoughts are. What do you think is going to happen in Nigeria today? What is going on? What are your views? What are your thoughts? What is the possibility of your candidate winning? Come and share with us. Come and share with us. As of this morning, when I was monitoring, we have about 29,000 INEC staff on duty in Rivers State. As at 6:50 a.m. this morning, we have about 29,000 INEC staff already. And the INEC staff, they're saying that no voting cards, no voting. So you have to have the voting card for you to be able to vote. And also, like when I was monitoring it this morning, they were ready. They have been deployed to most of all the states. So now that we're talking, it's past 11 or 12:30 in Nigeria. So the voting is going on. It's almost ending because they're ending at 2 o'clock today. So thousands and thousands of law enforcement agents, they were all deployed around the country. So the election is on and people are voting. So make sure that you come on this show. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What's the future of Nigeria? It's an exciting day because history is going to be made. And, history is going to be made. And, I said this morning when I was doing my morning prayer at 12 a.m. this morning, I said God's will is going to be done because we want the perfect thing to be done for Nigeria. We need a new Nigeria. We need a new change. And that's what is making me excited. I am really, really very excited. So come on the show. Hit on, click on the button and come on the show. I'm going to be sharing the link to other people so that they'll be able to jump into the show right now. Let's talk about what is going on in Nigeria and what are you seeing? What is the update that you are seeing? Share with us, share with us, share with us, and let's see where we are. Things are going down. I'm telling you, it's going to be great. So no rush. I am here as long as I can be for you guys today. I am here. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to get the link. I'm trying to get the link in so that I can share to other people who wants to join the show. Please join the show. We are live. Join the show. There's a link to join me live if you want to join me live there. Somebody's calling already. I have a first caller already. Thank you so much. Hello. Oh, the thing went off. It's going to call back. So if you want to call into the show, please do that. We are here for you. Let's hear your thoughts. Decision 2023 in Nigeria, the presidential election. This is history. His history is going to be made. Presidential election is going on right now, and we are hoping for the best to have a new Nigeria, to have a new Nigeria. I am telling you, this is no joke. So make sure that you join the show, join the show, join the show. Let's see what your thoughts are. Come share with us what you're thinking and how the future of Nigeria is looking. I am hoping on you to tell me what your good thoughts are, because I know that at the end of today to tomorrow, history is going to be made. I'm telling you, history is going to be made. I am so excited, and I know that a lot of people are excited about what is going on also. And, we're just going to make history. That's all I can say. We're going to make history. We're going to make history. We're going to make history today. So join the show. Join the show. Don't hesitate. Share with somebody the link that wants to come and say something. Somebody just called. I'm sure the person is going to call back, So let's make history happen today. Please join me on this show today. I'm trying to share the link, so bear with me 1 minute. There are a couple of people who are interested in joining the show. Um, hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Good afternoon from here. My name is Osemeke Omorige.
Oh, good. Osemeke Omorige. Thank you. Where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Tripoli, Libya.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much, my brother. Go ahead and give us your thoughts. It's decision 2023. The election is going on. What are your thoughts? What are your views? What do you think is happening today that history is going to be made in Nigeria again? We either get it right or we get it wrong. And if we get it wrong, it's going to be disaster. So what are your thoughts? Please take your time and share with my audience. Go ahead.
Okay, just like as I said, my name is Osemeke Omorige. I'm calling from Tripoli, Libya. I'm so grateful that the election is holding today. As far as I'm concerned, I feel that the election is going to be peaceful, because when you see the things on ground now, you see that election is peaceful in every areas. The only thing is that some polling units, people are complaining that the INEC officials are not there, but I believe in no time they will arrive. And as I'm going to tell you, election is not going to be the usual way it used to be today. And I feel that Peter Obi is going to win this election, because majority of the people are ruling for Peter Obi, and I pray that it's not going to be rigged. I pray that it's going to go well as planned.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
And that is going to bring good changes, not just bringing changes, but bringing good changes to Nigeria. And I believe that it's going to win this election. I pray so, and I hope so. So that's just my take on it.
Okay. So you were saying something just now that when you spoke to somebody in Nigeria, they're saying that some of the INEC people have not gotten to some areas. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, sure. Some people are complaining that the INEC officials are not on ground as of now, but we just believe that they are going to arrive soon. I just believe so.
Okay.
But for now, everywhere is calm and cool.
Exactly, because when I was following it up this morning, I can say that I haven't really slept, because I started following some of the TV stations that went live. I started following them to see what's going on. And I had some people who were going to the polling stations to give me some updates. So they said a lot of people, like in Lagos, is peaceful. There's a presence of a lot of military people. So a lot of people who are trying to do some funny things, I think they're guiding themselves to say, you know what, I'm not going to do this. There are a lot of military personnel that are positioned everywhere. And it's very wrong. If as at 12:30, we don't have INEC officials in some places, I think that is a wrong thing to do. And I want to believe that they get it right before 2 o'clock, that they are anticipating to close the polling booths. Because we want everywhere to have people go to vote so that things can be well done and well counted. So what do you think is the future of Nigeria? By the grace of God, hopefully everybody, we all know who we really want to win this election. What do you think the future will be like? What are the changes you're going to see?
Yeah, you see, for the past years, we have only have two major parties. That is the APC and PDP. That is the usual party that we all sees, and those are the people that most people roots for. But for now, you can say that the APC and PDP are nothing to show off, because for the past few years now, people have been suffering, and things are not that well. Many people wants to come back to Nigeria, those in Europe, those in Africa countries. Everybody wants to go home, but the situation of things on ground for the past years with PDP ruling and APC ruling, people don't have that mindset of coming to Nigeria because of the economic, you know. But I feel that with Labour Party, I believe when you see Peter Obi is a person with humility, not just seeing it on the screen, he has done things for Anambra, and he's a man of humility, and he knows what he's doing, He's the youngest among them, is experienced, is educated. So I believe with that and with the assurance he has given to Nigerians and what he has put in place in Anambra, I just believe that is the right man for the job. And I pray, that's just my prayer. Pray with the people voting, and if it is not rigged, because Nigerians are used to rigging elections. But as President Buhari has said, he said that if this is the only thing he's going to do for Nigerians to make the election free and fair, and if he can stand on his words and things go the way it is supposed to be, I believe that Peter Obi should be the next president of Nigeria, and I believe he's going to do a very, very great work. You can see on social media, you can see everywhere. It's Peter Obi, Peter Obi, Peter Obi, Peter Obi everywhere. So he's the man of the people. Everybody believes in him, and I believe that with God Almighty, I believe he's going to come out as the next president of Nigeria, and Nigeria is going to be a better place whereby everybody who wants to visit. So I believe so, and I pray that he wins this election.
Absolutely, yes. I agree with you. I agree with you because I know that we really need a change. Nigeria has been like a place where you go out to different countries now, kind of you are hesitant to say you are a Nigerian. Let's face the fact. So with him really winning, like everybody is anticipating, we believe that things are going to change for the best. I really want to thank you so much. Keep watching, and if you need to bounce back into the show, please don't hesitate to do that. Thank you so much. I have somebody already who wants to also give his own view on what is going on. Thank you, Mr. Marige. God bless you so much. Long live Nigeria and long live all of us. God bless you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. And that was Osameka Marige all the way far away from Libya that had just called into the show to give us his own view about what is going on Decision 2023. And I have here Mr. Ali Emeke. I am so excited and I'm so grateful to have you right here with me today. I want to also ask you, are you hearing me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so thank you so much for coming on the show. So what I'm talking about today, I am so excited. First of all, I haven't really slept and I have been following up with what is going on in Nigeria, and they are going to the polls to vote. But from what I just heard now that I'm not so happy about, Mr. Semeke had just told me that there's some of the places he heard that the INEC people have not gotten to. What is your view on that? If as at this time, 12 o'clock, 12:30 to about 1 o'clock, some INEC, they've not gotten to some places. What do you think is going on? And what do you think we should be thinking about?
Well, for the most part of it, let's actually give INEC the credit. I know it is not easy. I see a bit of improvement when you compare to the last election that Nigeria had in the past. So the education and the orientation is actually awesome. I've been following it. There will be some challenges here and there, but I just want to encourage Nigerians to just be a little bit patient and be watchful. So that is not to say that they shouldn't open their eyes and make noise when they feel that it is necessary. But I just want to encourage everyone to be very, 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 very patient. We've waited this long, and this is the moment. So I just want people to be very, very patient and raise alarm when it is necessary. And we thank God for the internet. So the Facebook is there, and I listened to one of the INET representative, and I think there are different tools that you can use now to actually report where there are anomalies. So, but for the most part of it, I think as it is going right now, and the security and every other thing, so we actually need to commend them and come out to help them where necessary.
Okay, so now what I'm excited about is the future of Nigeria. What do you think the future? Because everybody's excited. They have a particular candidate. They want that candidate to win the election. Yeah, we have three great parties, but right now the youths are saying, you know what? We've had two parties that have been there all this while ruling us with the people. They appreciate them, but right now they want an alternative. They want something different. So, what do you think that the youths are looking at? What do you think is the future? That, okay, if this party everyone is anticipating wins, what do you think will be the future of Nigeria?
Well, that's a very very interesting question. This election is a very very consequential election. Every election has consequences, but for the most part, what I'm saying that this election is going to change the world impression about Africa, not just Nigeria, that is completely, hopelessly outdated. So we are believing that this election will restore that hope. It's about change and years of telling stories that portray Africa, especially because what happened in Nigeria actually goes down to every African country, that we've been looked upon as the dark continent, the continent of black victims, because of their dependent on foreign aids. So as just a nation or a continent that cannot actually feed itself, but with abundant natural resources. So
Mhm.
there's something that is actually the problem of Nigeria is about leadership. So that's and Africa in generally, and Nigeria being at the top. So the problem is leadership. So the youth are actually yearning for a change, and
Mhm.
they've seen that in one of the candidates that has been able to actually communicate and align with the values and with the needs of the younger generation. I think it's just going to change the story, like as I said, that being seen as black victims and probably because of the history of dictatorship, the history of corrupt leaders that African has
Mhm.
actually had, that has brought us into this mess that the whole continent is in, and even in Nigeria. So we're believing for a new Nigeria.
A new Nigeria. Oh wow, that is so beautiful. Well said. So another thing is, do you have any fears of today? Because a lot of people are saying, yesterday when I was following up with what was going on, the development, I saw that there was a particular town that the governor of that town actually went and dug up the streets, the roads that the INEC people are supposed to travel on to the polling center. So do you think some of these people are trying to play, maybe because there's a lot of security? Yes, there's no doubt about it. So what do you think, what kind of game do you think some of these people are trying to play to cause some kind of hindrance, should I call it hindrance now, or some foul play to kind of play with the election? Do you think there's anything like that, or do you think that people are going to capture it when it happens, or when people are trying to do that? I don't know if you understand my question, because for
Yeah.
the governor to do that, I mean, that is another way of indirectly rigging, because people are not going to have access to get to that community. What do you think that kind of thing is? What kind of message is that?
This is just a very tense political period, so I'm actually very, very careful in terms of actually personal judgment. But I saw the video and I saw the political opponent, and it is crazy if actually it is true. It's very, very crazy. But I think it's in Kogi State. I think we need to, it is time
Yes.
we begin to call these corrupt political leaders out so that they know that they are not doing well, so that their name will be written in the hall of shame. So very, very important for us to be calling them out. And until we thank God for the internet. So Kogi State is just a regurgitation of the stories from our past, and it has have the history of actually violence in terms of election, and I think it manifested in the last election that actually brought the governor into power. But I don't know if it is true, but if he has done that, I think his name would be written in the Hall of Shame, and that's the new Nigeria that we are talking about. That they will not have a place in the new Nigeria. So that's not a good thing, and I think the government is watching. So this is the test for the current president of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, and every law enforcement agent to actually wade in, and there should be a swift response to such an action to disenfranchise people if that was the intention. So that's
Yes.
really bad. That's not a good role model. Like as I said, until it has been confirmed that it is true that it was actually the governor who actually gave out that instruction. But it is also absolutely bad that for over 24 hours, where the governor have not actually come out to actually debunk that claim. So that still tells uh, the dark democracy that we actually practice in Nigeria and in Africa.
Mm. Okay, there's something very interesting, that I saw this morning. So I want you to give us your view on that and what you think. And some people were saying, why do they have to come in? It's a very delicate election, and that is why the EU have actually uh, sent in a lot of people to monitor this election. What does that tell you about this election? Because it's so significant, it's so unique, and I'm just so excited about what is going on. It's so profound. What do you think about the EU sending, the European Union sending observers to go and monitor the election in Nigeria today? What are your thoughts on that?
Thank you. Let us not actually deceive ourselves. So, whether it is EU or the European nation, or whatever the agency that goes back would monitor as monitoring thing. But to be frank with you, to be very sincere, I've never seen the good job that they have done even in the past in terms of the monitoring. So where are they monitoring? They go to probably maybe the Federal Capital Territory. They go to the cities. They go to the areas they actually want them to visit. It is not independent. I will say that from my own point. It is not independent. But if the EU, the African Union, if they are actually doing a credible job, we'll see it. So election will not be rigged. You won't be seeing this issue of in the past the ballot box snatching, and yet they append their signature and said it is credible when they signed off. So
I'm sorry.
don't
I'm sorry to cut you off. Have they, monitored the election previously before, not just this?
yes, of course, they monitor every election, but
Okay.
I've never seen the changes that they have actually made. I've never seen um, the history. I've never seen the record where they actually criticize the election. They might criticize the election, probably is the aftermath. So we want them to raise the issue while on ground, not just after the
Yeah.
election has been concluded and all atrocities has been concluded. So for
Hmm.
the EU and AU, I think they failed woefully in terms of election monitoring. We just have to say it the way it is.
Oh, wow. Wow. That is so interesting to hear that they've been monitoring it, and yet we didn't see changes previously. But I want to believe that this one, because it's a special election, because it's so significant and very important to Nigerians and the world at large, and Africans in general, I want to believe that something different is going to come up, or maybe they're going to put their eyes more and say, and to me, I'm not going to blame them that much, because number one, that's what we're talking about, the security. So if they go to some of these areas where they are not really well secured, maybe I'm not giving excuses for them, but with what is on ground right now, with the amount of security or the volume of security that they have said that is being deployed into different states, we want to believe that they will be very well secured to go to some of those areas that are outskirts of the city, so that they can monitor the election properly. You know.
No,
Uh,
no, I think they go with a contingent of security. That's still not an excuse. Um,
okay.
that's
Why
still
do you say that?
see. Probably it is personal. So up to this moment, I see the AU and the EU, every other international observer, as absolutely corrupt. So they've not done a good job. So we've seen in the past where elections have been announced. We've seen in the past where ballot boxes are being snatched, and yet they said the election is credible.
Okay, so
So they have to be, another thing. They just have to be independent in terms of their
they're
monitoring. So
monitoring. They have to be independent.
how do they monitor the election? So that's just, we don't see them on ground. So how do they monitor the election? So if you are monitoring an election, probably you're in Lagos, you're monitoring an election,
No,
probably.
I think from the people that I saw, they actually some of them have gone to some areas like Cross River State, and some of them are like in different areas. So, but like I said, this election, because it's so special, we want to give benefit of the doubt that this time they'll get it right and say, okay, we are monitoring properly, because a lot of people are out there. Another thing I want to ask you,
So,
sorry.
but before you go further, um, the success of the election actually depends
Yes.
on Nigerians, not actually the EU and the AUs. It depends on Nigerians. So it is
Okay.
Nigeria that will decide the next president of that country that will lead the country to a greater height, not the EU
Yes.
or the AU.
Exactly. I agree with you 100%. It's not going to be the EU or anybody that comes in to monitor, but the people going out to vote and voting what they know is right for them and who they know is going to lead them forward to make Nigeria a better nation and make Nigeria great again, because Nigeria is really a blessed country. Now, before I let you go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. I heard that there's some people that they caught up with them yesterday with a lot of money. Actually, there was one in River State that has about almost $500,000 cash. And also there's some of them in Naira, millions of the new money. And this is the money that the poor masses were not able to see in the bank. As at yesterday, people were going to withdraw 5,000 naira and paying 1,500 naira to get 5,000 naira. And yet we're seeing about 20 something million new naira notes cash with somebody. What does that still tell us? And why do you think the change, in this election is crucial to people? You know,
Well, first of all, I also give the credit to the president, Muhammadu Buhari, for what we've seen so far. But we're just praying that he's able to hold through, because this is actually the last legacy he has
yes,
just few months in office. So if you look at the political landscape of Nigeria and Africa, has actually been encrypted in corruption. So if you look at past leaders, they tend to cash in on the impoverished citizens that they actually entrench poverty upon. So that has been their bait.
mm-hmm.
Keep them poor, then
Mm,
give them muscle during the election, and they will come out to vote. But that narrative is actually changing. And that is why I will give credit to the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, and his vice. They've been able to actually change that narrative,
yeah,
so which is actually driving the course right now. So, and there's political awareness among Nigerians now, so which is actually making it hard to rig election. But we are not there yet. But
yeah,
we've made quite some progress. The reason is, this is how they've been winning election. To they believe, because they have the war chest and they have the money bags. So, and if you look at the previous campaign, we have never seen a kind like the one that we're seeing. That
yes, absolutely. I agree with you.
candidate are actually forced out of their comfort zone to
Yes.
actually go out to campaign. So that's why, one thing that is actually changed. Like I said, that this election is actually going to change the impression of Africa if we're able to hold on to the last. Not until after the election, it is not yet over. But if we're able to hold on to the election, if our security personnel are able to hold on to the last, then we can breathe a fresh air, no matter who wins the election. But things are actually gradually changing. So what do these old politicians do? Because they're so corrupt, they're not interested in the well-being of the citizens. So they spend this money like an investment for them. They go back and begin to, that's why you don't see meaningful development, because they tell you that they bought their vote. That's why every Nigerian should open their eyes, because the 1,000, the 2,000, the 10,000 they are going to give to you will only last for a day or two, and you're going to suffer in the next 8 years. So that narrative is changing. If Nigerians can actually hold that, but a percentage of Nigerians are politically aware that this cabal, this corrupt cabal that has held Nigeria down, that it is time for us to retire this cabal. And that's why I'm highly impressed by the youth, and they've taken this election to a different level. No matter what
Yes.
happened, but that political awareness is actually there. So because they need to retire quite a lot of this cabal so that they learn their lesson. They learn their lesson. That's just why I'm so proud of the youth. So, and which is the current reality. Though sadly that this political class that I heard Nigeria has been able to influence the policy, the corrupt policy that is affecting Nigeria, that is self-serving for them. But that's
Exactly.
what this new era is, why we are talking about new Nigeria and a new dawn.
Hmm. Wow. That is so interesting. Thank you so much. I really want to thank you. I want you to come back again. I am here. I'm not in a hurry. This is Decision 2023. Our views and of the future of Nigeria is very important. A lot of people want to know what is going to happen. And I like something that you said. It doesn't matter who wins this election, but there is this great awareness that you can't keep selling your vote. You can't keep selling your conscience, because the country, when you look at it now, it's in so much disarray with so many things, security, electricity, and so many things that are just not right. We need to get it right.
Yeah.
So what is your advice for people today? Because I know that there's some people who are still, believe it or not, there's some people who are still making a decision of, should I go out and vote? I am scared. I don't know what to do. What is the word you want to tell them? Because I know you're going to come back again later in the show to maybe give us more updates on what is going on. Tell us, what is your advice to them? And have you had anything from Nigeria? What are they telling you
Okay.
concerning the election right now?
We all have to be involved. A new Nigeria is possible. So I have done my bit. I can't vote, but I've been on my own. I've been able to actually make a call to over 100 people from yesterday to this morning, and I got that assurance that they've actually voted. So the most important thing is that we just have to believe in the Nigeria of the future. Things can't continue this way. It is not sustainable. The current system is not sustainable. The country is so corrupt. So we can't continue like this. So please, if you are still undecided, think about the future. Think about the future of your children. Think about what has happened. Think about the kidnapping. Think about the insecurity. Think about hunger and starvation. Think about the ASU strike. Think about people that were killed during the NSAS because they are protected, because they are asking for good governance, because they're asking for police brutality for this to be changed. The common man cannot be at the receiving end of our corrupt politicians, the brutality of our police, and every other vices that is affecting you and I as a Nigerian. Think about that. And you can change that narrative by using your PVC. Just wherever you are, if you are still undecided, just think about all this. Is this sustainable for you in the next 8 years? So please, I beg each and every one of you that is still undecided, please take out your PVC and go and vote. You can change the nation with your PVC.
Thank you so much, Mr. Otis, for coming on the show. I want you to come back again. I am still here. Like I said, I'm not in a rush. Come back again, because when you come back the second time, I want you to tell us criteria for winning the presidency. I know then they must have been, rounding up the voting centers and everything, because right now it's about to 1 in the afternoon in Nigeria, or after 1. Yeah, I think it's after 1 already in Nigeria. And we want to know, what are the criteria? What are some of the things? I want you to come back and the second time, so that you can come and share that with us. I know there's some other people who want to join me quickly on this show, so that we can hear from them. Thank you so much for coming, and I'm looking forward to having you back again. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Thank
All right, Decision 2023. We are here live talking about Nigeria election that is holding on right now in Nigeria. Presidential election is a serious affair. It's very important. We want to know how Nigeria wants to go to the next level. We want to get a new Nigeria. And like my first caller said, he already has his own candidate. He wants a person to win. And he gave me a lot of reasons why the person should win, because he's going to do a lot of things for Nigeria. And we had a second person who just left now, Mr. Otis, who also told us, some of the things that are at stake in Nigeria: our healthcare, education, the light. You go to Nigeria, all you see is generator. Nobody has constant light for 24 hours. We want to change that trajectory. We want people to feel safe. Most importantly, the security. You go home, you want to be safe. You're traveling, you want to be safe. So there's so much at stake for today's election. And like I said, they're going to come back again to tell us criteria for winning the presidency. What are the criteria? What do they need to meet up to be able to win the presidency? If you want to join the show, the link is up there. Please click on the link and jump into the show, or call on the number that is below, +19783323511. Call on your WhatsApp, and let's talk about it. Decision, our views, your thoughts, the future of Nigeria. What are you seeing? What is happening right now? When you look at what is going on right now in Nigeria, the election is peaceful so far. There's no crisis anywhere. It's peaceful. People are going into the polling booth to vote, cast their vote, and come out. They're excited. It's a new Nigeria. Somebody's saying something here. Let me see. This is Mr. Mohammed Yahaya. Omarege Osemeke Peter Obi, he checked it off as yes. He says again, yeah, one of the main reasons is the power supply. Absolutely. I mean, I was saying it. I said, one of the problems of the sicknesses and diseases we're having right now in Nigeria is because there's no light. You can't be using generator. Everybody's using generator. The air is polluted. I have tested it myself. When I went to Nigeria, and you open your mouth to breathe, what you breathe is sandy. We don't want to continue like that. We need a new government. We need somebody who is going to say, you know what, enough of selling the generator. Generators are supposed to be for extreme emergencies. It's not supposed to be something that people will live on. And a lot of people don't even have money to access the generator. A lot of people don't have money to access it. So what is happening to them? And you see a lot of people dying every day. We don't want that to happen anymore. We want the country to be so safe that people from other countries want to come to and visit us and say, I'm going to this place for a holiday. I'm going to this place next year for a holiday. I'm taking the kids to go know somewhere in Nigeria as an African country. We want that to happen. So that's why today is an important day. It's important. I am so excited. I don't even know how to explain it. So please share this video. If you want to hop on into the show, come on. I am not in a rush. I am here. He says again, Mr. Mohammed Yahya, he says, yeah, we need a new Democratic Party. That's it. Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying. We need something different. Let's give this analogy. You've been eating a lot of pizza, and now you're like, you know what? I think I'm done. I want something different. I want burger. That's what Nigerians are saying. We've had other democratic parties, but right now they have a choice. And when you look at the election, from what I've been monitoring since morning, there are a lot of youths going out to vote. A lot of youths are out there to vote. We have about 87 million people that have registered to vote, and we are expecting that everybody will go out and cast their vote today. It's as important as that. Very, very important, because the president, for him to win, there are a lot of criteria that he needs to meet. And we believe that as people go out to vote, it becomes easier for them to meet these criteria so that they can win and now govern the nation and make Nigeria great again. If you want to come into the show, don't hesitate to come in. Please tell somebody that what is going on right here, Decision 2023, our views and the future of Nigeria with Lilian. I am live talking about it. Nigeria is, I don't even know how to say it right now. What I can say is that Nigeria is in a good place today. Nigeria is in a good place because as at 6 a.m. this morning, a lot of people were out of their homes. They want to go and vote. Yesterday, a lot of them did all their shopping. There's no excuse of not going out to vote today. So let's see. Please, how can I get the number to come in? The number is underneath, but I'm going to write it again for you to see, as +1978 332 3511 if you want to do that. But if you want to come into the show, let me put the number there so that you can see. Is +1 +1978 332 3511. That is the number. So WhatsApp this number to come into the show. Right here, this is the number. And if you want to join me here live, this is what you can use to join. I'm going to just copy it for you and send it again so that people can, click on it and you can join me. So please, if you want to call, that's the number right there. It's showing on WhatsApp. Call into the show, 978-332-3511. Please do that and join us so that you can give your views and talk about the future of Nigeria with us. It's an exciting day today. Everyone should try to participate because it's a new dawn. Is a new dawn, absolutely a new dawn for us in Nigeria. And as Nigerians, we want to be excited that when you go out, you'll be able to tell people I'm a Nigerian. Click on it right there if you want to join into the show. I have the link sent. When you click on it, I'm going to bring you up into the studio, or you can call 978-332-3511 to join the show right now. Let's talk about what is going on in Nigeria right now. Let's talk about it. Right now, it's past 1 o'clock in Nigeria. We have about 50% or more of the vote have been casted. A lot of people have gone out to cast the vote. So I am excited. I can't wait to hear what's going on. I can't wait to hear what the result is going to be like. And I know that you too, you are in anticipation. You're very excited. You're wanting to hear. You want to know what's going on and who's going to win and who's going to lead us forward in a new Nigeria that we all are hoping for today. So right now, we can see that the INEC chairman is giving a brief to the media people on the progress of what is happening in Nigeria. That's what he's doing right now. He's giving a brief to them on what is going on in Nigeria right now. Everybody, I'm telling you, this is no joke. I didn't sleep at all. I haven't slept at all because I have been watching and trying to hear and getting people to give me information on what is going on. I have a caller on the line right now. Hello. Hello. Oh, you know what? You would have clicked. Why don't you click on the link that is on the show there, the StreamYard, so that I can bring you up? This is a WhatsApp video. Okay. Yes, thank you, sir. Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Yeah. I have somebody calling in that wants to give his own view and his thoughts about the future of Nigeria. Right now, like I said, the INEC chairman is giving a brief to the media on what he's thinking about the election. There's security everywhere. And like my other caller said, Nigerian president has done so well to actually deploy a lot of security bodies to make sure that there is security on all the polling centers so that there will not be any rigging on this election. It's a crucial election, it's an important election, and it's a significant election for every one of us because we want a new Nigeria. We want a change. And that change is today because it's a new dawn. Don't hesitate to call into the show. If you want to call in WhatsApp, it's +19783323511. And if you want to join, there's a link down there that says click to join the show. It's a StreamYard link. Just click on it and I'll bring you on. You're going to come on. This is how the link looks. It's right there on the show. Just click on it and you will come right on the show right here to give us your thoughts and what you're thinking about the future of Nigeria. We all want safety, security. We want the light stability. If there is light, people are going to be comfortable. People are going to be happy and things are going to be working well. So we want that to happen. That's what we're saying is a new dawn. Everyone is very excited about what's going on today in Nigeria. So far, like I said, the election is going on peacefully in all most of the districts, if not all of them, right now in Nigeria. I am very excited about it. So come on the show. I don't want to be here alone. I want people to dive right in. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in right on the show. Come on in right on the show. I have the young man who just called right now. He called on a video on the WhatsApp, but I encouraged him to go and click on the link there below and come in. I'm sure he's working on it so that he can join the show right now. Click on the link and join. And you know, click on the link and join so that we can have him come on the show right now because it's very important for us to have people. I just sent it to him too. So we have people to come and give their views about the future. Everyone is excited. Our children are going to go to good schools without complaints anymore. You don't need to go steal to put your children in school because the government is going to provide a good school for the kids to go to school. There's going to be good healthcare. So that those are some of the excitement that is just going on everywhere and everybody's excited. I'm excited. I just can't wait to see what is going to happen today. And that's why I'm here. I said, there's no rush. I'm not in a hurry. I am here. I'm prepared. Just like every other person, I've gotten my groceries and all my food ready. I'm here today. I'm not in a rush because Nigeria is our beloved country and we want to see it move to the very next level. Click on the link to join if you have things to say to us. I need some water right now, I guess. All right. Election 2023 is happening live in Nigeria. Okay. So why the INEC chairman is giving the brief to Nigerians and letting them know what is going on and what, how much they are working to ensure that we have a free, fair, and safe election today. Come on to this show. Join Lilian to come and give your thoughts and your views on what you think about the election. I have my guests that have come here. I've had 2 people already. They've come to tell us what they think, and hopefully they're going to come back to tell us what they think the criteria are for, a president to qualify, amidst the voting that is going on right now. So join. Don't hesitate to join this beautiful program that is going on right now so that we all can, talk about our country and get excited of what is happening right now. And like we said, if you have some people that are still home, please encourage them to go out there and vote, take their PVC and go do the right thing because that is what we want right now. We want a new Nigeria. We want a new Nigeria. We want a new Nigeria. Yes, we want a new Nigeria. So I'm just going to share this a little bit to some people that would like to join the show. Let me share it so that they can join us and give us your views. Join. Let's hear what you have to say. Join the show. Give us your views. If you can't join, write it there. Let's hear what you have to say. Yeah, I have my guest here. Yahya Mohammed is here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The network, he's still trying to get it right. Let me see. When I see him down there, I'm going to bring him up. He's right here. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Mohammed. Welcome to the show. I am so grateful that you're here. So now the election is on. Have you voted yourself today?
Yeah.
You have voted. Thank you so much for doing that. So what do you see when you went to the voting center? How does it look like? Because you are there firsthand now. Tell us, how does it look like? What are the people doing? And what do you think you see in the faces of the people?
Network is bad. Network is bad.
I can see you. I can see you. Yeah. What do you see in the faces of the people?
Network is bad.
Yes. Go ahead. I can hear
Network
you.
is bad.
The network is bad. Okay. Why don't maybe we can do WhatsApp audio then? If the video is bad, we can do a WhatsApp audio. Okay. He's experiencing some network issues. Hopefully he's able to come come back. He is there on ground. We want to hear from him. How does it look like? What is in the faces of the people? What is that desire? Because when you desire something, you yearn for something and you go out, you want to get that thing. You can see the desperation. You can see the love. You can see the desire of the people. That's what I wanted to hear from him, looking at him on his face, for him to share with us. But if the network doesn't let him come in with a video, we're going to call him on a WhatsApp so that he can come in on audio and just share with us what is in the faces. What does it look like? What does he see in the faces of the people? What are they saying to themselves? And I need a new Nigeria, or what is going on? So let me call him on audio and see. Oh my God, sorry, I just canceled something. I need that in that back that I just canceled. Yeah, sorry. Okay, I put it back there. Yeah. So let me call him on audio so that he can. I think this is his number, I guess. Or let me see. Let me just be sure. Yes, that's him. So I'm gonna call the audio so that he can talk to us, and so that he can tell us he's there. Is this Mohammed?
Sorry, my network was bad. Yeah.
No, that's okay. You can you can talk to us audio, which is clear. So let us know. Tell us, when you went out to vote today, what did you see in the faces of the people?
Yeah, actually, today I was happy because I love the turnout. It was great. Everybody, the youth, they turned out positively, and I was so great about it. So everybody was ready for change. Actually, we are hoping to have a new party because actually we are tired of the ruling party. So we need a new party actually to see a new change for the country.
Wow. And it was peaceful. There's no problem. Everybody is voting peacefully.
Yeah, everybody is voting peacefully. The security agencies are there, the police, the FCC, and the soldiers. They're all there.
Very, very good. Very, very good. Maybe, I don't know if you want to share with us the state. You don't have to tell us the area where you are. Is this in Lagos or in the north?
I'm in Lagos. Ojobara, Ojo local government area.
Okay, that's perfect. That's so perfect. So from what you're telling us, you said you saw the desire of change in the faces of the youths, and there's a lot of turnout more than ever before.
Yeah. Yes. I'm so happy. I was so great about it.
And so what do you think this is going to, what do you think the future of Nigerians is going to be? If this desired change happens today, what do you see for the future?
Yeah, I see Nigeria as a great country in the future, a comeback country.
Wow.
Nigeria will be great once more. Wow. Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mohammed. And what would you like to say right now? Because I know a lot of people were basing this election on sentiment, on, feelings. Or it's not about feelings. It's not about where somebody comes from. What was your motivation to vote for your candidate?
The motivation for me actually to vote for my candidate was I like the man, the way he turns out to others. He's kind actually. And it doesn't show like his behavior. He's not rude. He's not that rude. He makes sure he looks after everybody. Everybody is equal to him. So I believe in him. I just believe in him.
Exactly. So that's what I'm hearing from a lot of people, that they said his humility and his accessibility, because you can't have somebody who is ruling you and you don't have access to the people. So
he's very, very humble. He's very, very humble. He's nice. He's a good and gentle going man. He's a simple going man. So I don't have any problem with him.
It's so good to hear that. It's so good to hear that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on the show to give us your view. Thank you so much for following me. I really appreciate you so much. Continue to follow my show. And, we are glad to have you anytime. And thank you one more time for talking to us. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Ma. You're welcome.
Thank you. So this is, this is so exciting. Like I said, I am so excited. This is so exciting because this is somebody who is right there on ground, who has gone to vote. And he said that his motivation is that the person who he voted for has character, has the fear to help the people. Because the thing is, when you love yourself, you are able to help people. It's so simple. When you love yourself, you are able to love other people. So from what the last person who I just spoke with now said is that he believes that this person loves himself so much that he's extending the same love to the people, to the masses, and is approachable. He is gentle. He is humble. Character is what most of the people who are going out to vote are actually voting for today. They want somebody whose character can help the people, because when you can help the people, what are you doing? You're building a nation, a big nation. So it's not just for the few. And like I say all the time, which is the truth, Nigerians are entitled to good life. Everybody. Because when you go to the Western country, there's basic amenities for everybody. So when you buy a car, you're not supposed to rush to the church to give a testimony that I bought a car. No, it's your right. You're supposed to have a car. You're supposed to have a car. Thank you so much, man, for giving me the time to speak. Of course. Thank you. Anytime. Thank you for following my show. I deeply appreciate that. So even the woman who sells in the market is entitled to have a car. It's not a big deal. That you see some people go to the church, and I'm not saying it's bad to give testimony, but there are some testimonies that sometimes I listen to it. I say, no, it is your right. It is your right. It is because we don't have a good government to help us. It is your right. You want to travel, then you're given a visa. You're so excited for what? It is your right to go to any country of your choice to have a vacation. If the government is good, you can save and not save your money and go for vacation. If you live in Europe or Canada or America, people save their money every year and they book anywhere they want in the world to go on vacation. It's your right. But because we don't have the privilege, people don't have that opportunity, it now becomes like a testimony when it happens to them. It's your right. Your child should be able to go to school, and the teacher should be able to communicate with your child so well and teach him or her so well that they become a better person. The equipment, all the necessary things that they need in the laboratories is supposed to be in the school. They don't have to go and pay thousands and millions of money for them to be able to get that. No. They're entitled to it as citizens of the country. You can't pay for your health care. You are entitled to have a free care. You don't have food to eat. You are entitled to have the government give you some subsidy, some kind of benefit for you to be able to eat. It breaks my heart. When I see how people suffer, sometimes I go home and I see how people are suffering. It breaks my heart. So much. Because we're entitled to it. It's not just for few people. Life should be easy and comfortable for people. It shouldn't be so hard that you're doing some kind of jobs and you're being looked down on. No, every job is important. It doesn't matter whether you're doing housekeeping or janitor, you are as important as the person who is the CEO of the company. Yes, because guess what? If you are not there, it's not going to be complete. It's not going to be complete. Can the body be complete without the head? It's not possible. Any part of the body that is out of the body is not complete. But when you go to these places in Nigeria, you find out that people are being looked down on. People are not respected. Like, oh, what do they do? You common cleaner. You common this. It shouldn't be like that. But you know why? Because there's no good government that is making people to recognize their value. Every one of us is valuable. Everybody is valuable. Everybody is valuable. Everybody is valuable. Everybody is valuable. So it shouldn't be a big deal at all. In any way, it shouldn't be a big deal at all. It shouldn't be a big deal. People should be entitled to housing. If you can't pay, I remember when they did the Jack on the housing thing, it was good. Low income people. There should be housing estates like that for people who don't make too much money. It shouldn't be that people, that is why a lot of our young men and women, that they fall down the payment, because people are struggling. How am I going to get this house in this estate? I want to make my children comfortable. I want to make the woman I want to marry comfortable. How can I get this house in this estate? How can I do this? How can I get this car? How can I do that? It shouldn't be like that. There shouldn't be too much tension. There should be different options that will be available to people so that they can be comfortable. That is the truth. There should be various options like it is in other Western countries. Who says it cannot happen in Nigeria? We have good doctors who are overseas, surgeons, anesthesiologists. I was watching Instagram reel the other day and I saw a young man, a young Nigerian boy, Igbo. He's an anesthesiologist. Igbo. Do you know what that means? That means when they want to do a surgery, he's the one that makes sure that whatever they are giving the patient is done rightly. He's a Nigerian, no? Our brother. We have a lot of surgeons who are Nigerians. We have a lot of nurse practitioners. Not even go there. We have a lot of nurses. We have a lot of social workers. We have a lot of teachers. We have a lot of them, intelligent people. But everybody is running abroad. When you reach there, you go can't start all over. You can't begin crumble with life. The one I not do, my picking go do. It shouldn't be like that. When we have a good government, these things go correct. People can go home and Nigeria will be great. We will have all those infrastructure. I'm not even if we pronounce ourselves. Infrastructure and amenities. And we'll have strong hands. It's not a one doctor do it all. One doctor do it all. Want to do C-section, you're not a gynecologist, you're not any way obstetrical. Either they talk that in, don't worry, Lilian, don't even pronounce it. Okay, you know what I mean, OBGYN thing. Okay, you are not one of them. You are not an anesthesiologist. You are giving injection. You tell your nurse to give them anesthesia for them to do. And that's why we have a lot of problems. But when we have a good government, everybody heads straight. They correct her. Fix and where it's supposed to. We will have everybody doing their job diligently and qualified people doing their jobs. Yes, we will. And that is what we're just asking for. Not too much. In the Western countries, we have millionaires, we have rich people, but then the country is still good. And there will be stores where people can go and buy good things if they can't afford the Louis Vuittons and they can Cole and Calvin Klein's. They have a place they can still go and shop and be happy. That is what we're asking for. People are not asking for too much. There will be good lights so that they can breathe in good air. Even in America now, when they say the air clean, pass clean, they say, oh, they want to eliminate fuel so that they can have the cars will just be electric because they want cleaner air. What did stop us from getting like that for Nigeria? Nothing. It's the government. If we get good government, he go no say the things and they're right to do. You know, everything we said. In Africa, the people's decision don't count. Exactly. Let me read this first. We have all our talents outside the country because the whites are ready to accept. It's painful. In Africa, the people's decision don't count, but it will count from today, my brother. It will count. I want to be so excited. Look, I am so excited. I mean, like, oh, it doesn't matter whether I'm a dual citizen of another country. It doesn't matter. I love my birth country. I still love my country here, but I love my birth country. I want to be able to come back home and teach, impact knowledge, impact the knowledge that I have. Counsel people that are in distress. Give them hope. Let them know that they are loved. They can love themselves. Show them how to do it. Help them to redirect their kids. So there are lots of talented people. There are a lot of educated people who want to bring it back home. We want to. If the place is safe, good light. If there is light, I said it's a light and security. I'm telling you, it's perfect. Everything will just fall in place, begin to fall in place. We don't want to have one blind man eye in the village that everybody will be worshiping and say, oh, you don't reach now that man. Mr. Gulugalau, yeah, he's very rich. Then everybody saying their dobale, hey, sir, hey, man. Oh, stop it. You can be the same. Everybody will be respected. It doesn't matter what you do, whether you're a housekeeper, whether you sell in the store, anything you do will be respected because every area is valuable and important. Important. Here, you dare not just go to somebody and say, oh, because you're a housekeeper and you start talking down on the person. Who are you? Even if you are the CEO of the company, you can do that. You can't. So why do we see our people when they rule us, when they go to this nation, when our children did this school, they see how they treat people. Even the schools that the children are, they see how they have computers, the libraries, they have amenities, so many things. Why you not bring and call your country? This kind of thing, me, I look and say, bang, bang, bang. You know what I mean now? Because the only person when they fly, and I ain't get that kind of bad spirits. If you put me, say, I'm the head, even just one big thing in one state, why won't I make sure that everybody is, having what they're supposed to have? Why would they fear to make our brothers and our sisters progress? Why? Why do people just want to be alone? This world is just, you're not here permanently. Highest you live is 120 years. And you're going to go. Why don't you want to leave a legacy that people should enjoy and, give them what they need to enjoy the life too, than making them slaves that they are not? That is why the election is important today. That is why the crave for change is important. I know the rush. I tell you, I say I know the rush. I'll drink water here, and if I'm not hungry, but I'll drink water. I have my breakfast set and everything. No rush. If you want to join the show, call on the number +1-978-332-3511. Call on the show and join the show. Let's talk about it. Let's talk. What do you think about Nigeria? What is the future? What do you think about today, the election that is going on? What are you thinking about? And what is going on? Like I said, the INEC chairman was giving his own update on, what is going on. Everything is good. There is no problem right now. And we want to believe, fingers crossed, that things are going to be like that throughout the election and there will be no rigging. How can you sell? You're buying people's destiny. Why? Why would you want to do that? You don't buy it. Let them choose you. If you're competent, they choose you. You don't buy it. And why do we even crave for too much money? It's vanity upon vanity. Money, everything is money. Or you want to do this money. You want to do this bribe money. Why do we crave for too much money, my Nigerian people? Why? Money good, but why we love them like that? To want to sell your conscience. To want to buy other people's conscience for just peanut. Peanut. Because when you go into the eateries in Nigeria, before you take this, a portion of asu is 1,800 naira. A portion of rice is about 800 to 900. By the time you say you want to do like fried rice, 1,002. You want to buy fish, half fish where they cut, 1,500. Snail, 2,300. By the time they give you 10,000 or 20,000, by the time you eat 2 times or that eat 3, you don't finish. And not forget, every day you supposed shit. Where you shit, you don't go. Is that what you want to sell your conscience? You want to sell your life for such peanut? No. Mbano. You don't want to do that. That's why we said that today is crucial. It's not about sentiment. It's not about tribe. It's not about where you come from. It's about character. We want the future of the children to change. Our kids now in Nigeria is like, sometimes you begin to ask yourself, what's going on? They're confused. They're confused, most of them. Yes, I have somebody here coming on the show. I'm so excited that Semeka Omarege wants to come on the show. Thank you so much, sir. I am so glad to have you. Thank you. You are welcome.
Yes.
And we are still on the show. So let's keep talking.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Yes.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you now. I can hear you.
Okay. So far so good. Because of some situations, because I'm also following election, to see what's happening, and most of like BBC Pidgin, most of those media agents, experiencing difficulties. Even as of now, like 55 minutes ago, at Amu Odofin, that's a polo unit at Kajola, 051 Kajola. Up to now, the materials of INEC officials are still yet to be found.
Oh my God! And
Hello.
this is this is almost it's almost 2 o'clock in Nigeria.
Yes, so they are still yet to be found, and even at there are some polo units whereby on the voters card you see a female on the voters card, but on the beavers it's a male that's going to appear there. So it will be very difficult for that individual when you have a female on the voters card and the beavers is showing male. It's going to be very, very, very difficult, for you to process. And there's also polling units whereby they say that the machines are available, but the password are not available. So there are so many things difficulties that voters are experiencing. I believe that INEC just have to improve on all this because they had so much time to to put everything on place. The voters should not be waiting for the INEC. INEC should be waiting for the voters. At least as early as 6:30, 7 o'clock, you guys should be there. The securities are there to to guide and protect you guys. So why are you delaying the voters? Okay, this is almost 2 o'clock in Nigeria. Then after you say, okay, the polling, the exercise is closed, and many people will not have the chance to vote, and they have their PVCs. So I don't just understand. INEC as in they have the resources and everything on them to do what they should be able to do. How can voters be waiting for you guys, and you guys are nowhere to be found? Officials are nowhere to be found in some words. So many things, so many excuses. So I don't just know.
Yeah, because there's a place today as at 9 o'clock when I was following it up. The same problem. The INEC people have not arrived there. So now, what I want to ask you is this,
Yes, ma'am.
You see that Nigeria or the people who are ruling us, I don't want to use the word to say they are evil. We have more than enough money. Because just 2 days ago, somebody was caught with almost 20 million naira.
Yeah.
So they have enough money to prepare the INEC officials.
Yes.
To even put them in a hotel nearby and say, get ready.
Yes.
So, what do you think about this problem, and how do you think Nigeria can overcome this problem? It's a problem.
Okay, just like the earlier caller said. Yeah, just like the earlier caller said, Mr. Otis. He said that the corruption, it's all down to corruption. It's all down to corruption. And for you to have all the resources to be on deck, to be on ground, and you are not on ground, what are you going to tell the people that made you not to be on ground? Are you going to tell me that it's let's say transportation or what? The money is available, transport is available. So why even if you have to be there a day before that day, just like you rightly said, in hotels nearby, you have to be there a day before that day in all those words. And the next day, the following day, as early as possible, you are waiting for the voters to come and try to like checkmate everything that has to be checkmate, the password, the internet, everything that you need to do, the ballot papers, everything should be ready. Then if people do not come out to cast their votes, then it's down on the voters, not you. So so it's all down to corruption, it's all down to corruption. The money is available, everything is available. So why are you not on ground? Then they'll start giving you excuses. And do you know what these INEC officials, at least just like Africa will say, Nigeria will say, Oga at the top, they are not doing everything possible to make sure that the voters, are casting their votes, because you are not there on time. People are there, and it's going to close around 2 o'clock, and people do not have time to vote. So I don't know. It's all down to corruption. It's all that. There's no any excuse for that, because they have the time, the resources, and everything to make sure that everything is in place. Okay, for example, for those people who are not going to vote now, maybe the time will be against them. Some people have not even done their accreditation, talk less of voting. So what will you say? Many people want to vote, but officials are not on ground. So it's so sad.
So you see, that is what they've been saying, to avoid this rigging. But you see the way they want to bring now, to rig the election, because this is one of the ways. It's crooked.
Yes. These are just one of the ways, People want to vote, people want to cast their votes, but when officials are not there, so what are they going to do? What are the voters going to do? Are they going to accredit themselves? Are they going to vote by yourself when the machines are not available? So all these things, there are no excuses for it. They should be held as in responsible for all this. And when you ask them now, they start giving you excuses that are not founded. They'll tell you this, they tell you that. So I don't just know. There are at least months to the election. Everything should be ready. Not today on the election day, and you start giving excuses. Maybe there is no fuel, or there is no. All those are not things that. Yes, all those excuses are. Many people are frustrated. They are out. Some people have been there since 8 o'clock. Now it's almost 2 o'clock, and they have not been at the table.
As early as 6 o'clock.
Yes.
Monitoring it as early as 6 o'clock.
So it's so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. Many people have not even been accredited. Then and you expect them to cast their vote. How is that going to be possible?
Oh my God!
One thing I noticed again, as Sister Lilian, one thing I also noticed again is that you can see Peter Obi, the way he's casting his vote. The usual way president as aspirants, the way they cast their votes, they're always the first to cast their vote and everything. You can see Peter Obi on the queue, and most of these aspirants now, they are following the trend. Everybody's on the queue. There is not like this is a presidential aspirants. Everybody's on the queue. When it gets to your time, whether you are the presidential aspirant, you have to be on the queue. And Peter Obi has let that move, and others are following. So I just pray that this works out. I just pray that these officials and the materials should be available for voters. I just see that there is a light. See, we Nigerians have what it takes to make Nigerians right.
We do.
Yes. It's just that it starts with us. Most of these our old leaders, so to say, as in they are just like Mr. Otis said, the corruption is too much. They want this thing a do or die affair. If the people do not want you, can't you step down? Can't you give the person that they want, give them a choice? Can't you make everything available? Why can't you? Must you take it by force? So if you really want the interest of Nigerians at your heart, you want this nation to move forward, you must not be the president. You might give your own quota, to make it work, and everybody have a nice living, and people live well and freely. And soonest, the country is in a better shape. But because of their selfish interest, they just want these things, by force, and it's not going to be done. It's not going to be like that. And if they go this way and they want to rig the election, or they want to rig it's not going to work at all, because everybody's eyes, everybody's on deck, everybody's watching. And thank God for the media, and thank you, and also thanks to you for bringing this kind of platform for people to share their views. So I just pray it works.
Yes. That's our prayers, because, like I said, I haven't even slept since last night, because I did a prayer in the midnight. Then I've been preparing and following up what is going on. My fear is just what we're saying now. People trying to do, because everywhere they're trying to see that the election goes wrong have been thwarted, but they're still trying. Let's hear what Mohammed has to say. Mohammed, what is your take on what is going on now? Because Mr. Seneca is saying that some of the places they've not even gotten the INEC people there. What do you think? Because you are right on ground in Nigeria. What is your take?
Sorry, ma, can you come again?
Yes, I said some of the voting centers, they said they don't have the INEC people. So what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, the only thing I think now is that. Can you hear me? Ma?
Yes.
Yeah, the time delay. Up to now, some polling units have not yet started, and that's bad.
Wow. So really, you see, thank God for the media, because we all are watching. So if they're going to openly rig the election, we are watching.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, some polling units are waiting for some of the top politicians to vote first before they can start.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, this is really very, very sad, and it's not interesting at all. It's not interesting to hear at all. It's not interesting. But keep an eye on it. Keep updating us. Keep coming back. Let us know what is going on. We really, really want to know what is going on. And now, from what I'm hearing, I heard a lot of youth went out to vote. Mr. Maragay, what do you think came into the mind of youth that made them to say, you know what, this election we're going in to vote?
Like everybody, the youth just have to the youth just have to come out, because it is the youth that is affecting most, because we are the younger generation. So we want this to work. We are very intellectual people. We have the resources, we have the energy, we have what it takes but things are not moving fine. No lights, no security. So everybody wants not just a change, because APC government promised us change and they gave us a bad change. So everybody wants a good change. And that is why everybody wants to come outside. It's not like before whereby you say, I don't want to cast my votes, let them go and vote. No, everybody wants to vote, because this vote is going to count this time around. She understands. So we the younger generation we need this election more than every other person. She understands. So we just have to come out. That is why everybody is coming out, and they want to vote their conscience. They want to vote the right person so that things can work.
Yes. So true. So Mohammed, what do you think is the motivation of the youth? And if today, okay, I think I've asked that before. Let me ask this. What do you guys think that is the fear? What is our fear today? If anything goes wrong, where do you see Nigeria? What is going to happen? If anything goes wrong and the wrong person is voted in? Mohammed, what do you think?
Actually, Nigeria will be at stake. Nigeria will be at stake. If the wrong person, they rig the election, they eventually rig the election. Nigeria will be at stake. That will be good. Because actually, all these things that they are doing is affecting the youth and not them. It's really affecting the youth. Nigeria is in a situation whereby universities they have bills. the people in the private university there, they go for 7 years course. Like if you take 7 years without strike, why you go to the public university here? You must spend like 10 to 11 years for this 7 years course, which is not good.
Thank you. Mr. Semeke, what is the fear?
Yes, ma'am.
If the wrong person is voted in, through their rigging of the election, what do you think is the fear of the country?
The outcome is going to be very, 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 very bad, in the sense that look at the state where we are now. Things are bad right now, and imagine bringing somebody else who is not capable of moving the country forward. It means it's just like Nigeria will say, from fire pan to fire. So as in, many people are already going out of the country, moving to nearby. Even me here, being in this country where I am, Libya, I shouldn't be here as a Nigerian, but because of the state of Nigeria, even when you have the money to invest in Nigeria, you will not want to invest because you don't know what the outcome is going to be. So things are very bad. So if they don't get it right now, as let's say the wrong person is put on that seat, I believe that almost all Nigerians, the youth, one is going to lead to protest. There will be killings, there will be burnings, and people who have their way to travel out of the country will definitely travel out of the country, and there will be stealing. Many armed robbers will be on the street. There will be many killings because you don't expect me. I'm not having a good food, and you're telling me work, and there is no work on ground for me to work, and you expect me to be a very good boy, or to be a very good citizen, or to be a very good youth. It's not possible. Everybody wants a better life. So if the country can't give me a better life, then one way or the other, I might be forced to do otherwise. It will lead to enormous crime. People will start committing crime just because, in as much you want a better life, I also want a better life. So if you cannot give me the environment to have a better life, then if it is through crime or through any other ways, people will start, doing such. So I pray that it doesn't go to that stage. I pray that the wrong person will not be put on the seats. I just pray so.
Due to the system here, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, due to the system here, the system change actually this year. So the possibility for the rigging will be very, very low. Because like it seems that they are doing capturing, but before you just go, you cast your vote for night, you are capturing, you think that you can vote and the rest.
Yeah, but the possibility of rigging, why we are looking at it, that there's a possibility, if they have not started voting in some centers, if they have not started voting in those centers, then it's a problem. If the INEC people is not there, it's a problem. Because those people are not going to be counted. So let's say they have 5,000 people in a particular location that is supposed to vote, and now the INEC people don't go there. That is a shortage already. It's like when you have 1 naira, if you take out, let's say 5 naira, you take out 1 naira, the 5 naira is not complete. So if those 5,000 people don't vote, then it's going to be a problem.
That's true.
I want to thank you guys so much. I really appreciate your presence here. I'm still here, like I said, I'm not rushing anywhere. Just come back and let us know what is going on, what you think, and let us see. But one more last question for you guys before I let you go. What is the criteria for the presidential, for the person who is the president to win? Is it to get a lot of votes? Or what do you think? What is the criteria that they have to meet? From what you're hearing?
Please, can you come again?
Can you come again?
What does the person who is to win the presidency? What is the criteria for the person? What does the person need to meet? Is it by voting, or by electoral count, or how many votes?
Actually, I'll just say both, because by voting and by electoral count. After
Yes,
today,
yes.
after today,
Go
yeah,
ahead,
go on.
Mohammed.
Okay, I said after today, the vote, they'll still come to the vote. So nothing less than maybe Wednesday or Tuesday, we are going to know the winner.
Okay, Mr. Samaka, what do you think?
Yes, it all depends on it all depends on the voters, because the campaigns are already over. The aspirants have done whatever they had to do. They have convinced their followers to vote for them. So now it's not down to the aspirants again. It's down to the voters. To cast their votes to whosoever they believe is going to take the country forward. So, but when the voters have already done casting their votes, then we also pray, and we also ask the INEC officials to make sure that those votes count. There shouldn't be any kind of what Nigerians will say mago, wayo or unit. Let them count the votes the way it should be counted, and with that, we'll be able to know the next president. So that's it.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. I am here. I'm still happy here. I'm following up what is happening. I have some other people that's going to come on, but don't hesitate. If you have anything new, please jump back on so that we can talk about it. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you. Amen.
Bye, Ma.
Thank you very much. God bless. Thank you. So we're still on Decision 2023. Your views and the future of Nigeria. We are here. We're here. We're here. So please don't hesitate to join the show. I just want to read some of the things that are here. From Odis, he says, elections, Nigerian Army hotlines to report security breaches. There are a lot of hotlines for people to report. If there's anything you're suspecting that is not good, these are the hotlines. They are here. There are a lot of numbers in Akwa Ibom State, Adamawa State, Abia State, Anambra State, Bauchi State, Bayelsa State, Benue State, Borno State, Cross River State, Delta State, Ebonyi State, Edo State, Ekiti State, Enugu State. So there are a lot of hotlines that you can call to report if there is anything you're noticing that is not right with the election. And here, Mr. Augustine Amadolo says, good afternoon all to this special discussion on ongoing general election in Nigeria. Thank you so much. And here, C. Godson says, see, my Mr. Semeka killed the interview, that he did so well. Yes. And Mohammed says, another problem is that some Nigerians didn't learn from their mistakes, and some of the traders worsened the country economy, and that is bad. Exactly. How long are we going to really learn? In Africa, the decision, I think I've read this before. You know what, Mr. Osimeka, can I bring you back? I want to ask you a question, if that's okay with you. I want to bring you back. Is it okay with you?
Okay.
I want to ask you something.
Okay.
When will Nigerians really learn? Because it looks like we've not learned. When are we going to learn? Because if you hear what the INEC chairman is saying right now, he's saying they try to stop people from bringing food or money to come and buy people. Because these people know that some of these average Nigerians who don't have money, anything you give them means a lot. But when are we going to learn?
Okay. Ma, you see the government. The government has a way of influencing, the uneducated Nigerians, and one thing about Nigerians is that we are so comfortable with suffering. That is just what I would say. Most of us are very, very comfortable with suffering. We don't want to sacrifice today's meal for tomorrow's bigger meal. We just want to eat today, and we don't care about tomorrow. You understand? And that is what is really affecting us. How can somebody give you a 5,000 naira, and for the next 8 years you might not even be able to get 1,000 naira on your own? I don't know how most of Nigerians think. I don't know how they support this government. This Nigerian government, these corrupt leaders, they know what they are doing. they put us in a state of hunger, whereby when they give you something, you will not be you not be able to say no. You'll be enticed with that little they want to give you. So that is what I just pray that we Nigerians we accept that let's forget about today, what we are going to eat today, what we are going to put on today. Let's focus on tomorrow. And that is why you see the Europeans, they will continue moving forward, and Africans will be going down. Because why? We don't want to sacrifice we don't want to sacrifice anything. I don't want to sacrifice for my unborn child. I want it to be me. I want to eat it now. I don't want to care about the next generation. So when people continue thinking like this, there will be no way forward. And so you just have to say no, because these people, they don't come ordinary days. They come election when they need you. That is when they come. So for you to know that these people, they know that you have the power to put them in or out. You just have to sacrifice just that day, just that time, just that period of time, and tell them no. And if we can start doing all this, I believe that even with their money will be useless. They will not have time to bring money because they know nobody's going to accept. Because people are still accepting this money and they are still dancing to the tune of these corrupt politicians. Things will still remain the same. But I know that for sure people are at least people are trying to know what's happening. There's an eye opener now. The celebrities are trying awareness. But it's a gradual process. And I believe that there's a room for improvement. I believe one day we'll get there.
Exactly. As you're saying it, my mind is like, why? Because before you came on, I was explaining something. I said, as a citizen of Nigeria, we are entitled to. You know what? I'll put yours on mute, but you're hearing me. When you want to speak, I will mute it so that it doesn't echo. So I was saying, why is it that? I'm just trying to mute your stuff so that it will echo when I'm speaking. Okay. Why is it that Nigerians, like you said, we're not thinking of the future? And I was giving an illustration that it's only in Nigeria I see that somebody will buy a car and you are happy, you go and give testimony. You don't have to. You are entitled to it. You are entitled to it. To get a car. You are entitled to good health care. You are entitled to be comfortable, even if you're just a cleaner. You see, they say nanny. Nanny is when you look after somebody's child, right? You are entitled to have a car. You are not to be treated as a slave. But just like you are explaining, it looks like some people are comfortable to be suffering. They're comfortable to say, okay, you know what? I want to remain like this poor and keep suffering. And that is not how God built the nation. Now, from what is going on today, do you know, as the election is going on, I'm just getting word from people that the new notes that they did not see to give to people in the bank, some people are taking it to some police centers to want to buy people. What do you think about that?
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
The new notes,
so just like I said before,
yes.
Just like what you said just now, you said when somebody buys a car, if he goes to the church and give a testimony. You see, Sister Lilian, you see, Nigerian government, all from the start, they have made us to believe that having a car, is not your right to have a car. You have to, when you have a car, it's something big. See, I'm in Africa, I'm in Libya. I pray that one day maybe you do a story about Libya. I'm in this country, they don't have a president. We don't pay for lights. For a month, there will be steady light. As I'm talking to you now, there is light, and they don't have a president. People, you will see, you cannot differentiate between the poor and the rich. You cannot differentiate between the poor and the rich. Yeah, but Nigerian government has made it they have made it, the society that we live in Nigeria have made it to that when you have a car or you have a good clothes, then it's something that you should work for. It's not something that should come to you. You know, it's something that you just have to, by fire, by force. And when you have it, you know, you are very, very grateful to have it. So the priorities are misplaced. She understand? The priorities are misplaced. These politicians, they have a way of, you know, trying to, you know, make us believe their ideologies. So, but when you travel out of Nigeria, even to a neighboring country, then you will see that, oh, these things that these people are doing. As a citizen of Nigeria, I've never been given a 1 naira as, you know, from the government, either from healthcare or from electricity or from, you know, any. I'm a proud Nigerian, but I've never received anything from my government free. Nothing. But in other countries, there are some facilities that you go into that, you know, is free. So Nigerians keep on working hard, and there's nothing to show. There's nothing to show for it. So it's so sad. I don't just know what to say. I don't know what to say this thing. It's so sad.
It's so sad. Very, very, very sad. And as we speak right now, the time now in Nigeria is past 2 o'clock. There's still some centers that don't have INEC people there. There are still some centers. So a government shouldn't be like that. A well-organized government should not be like that. That's why we need a structured person to come in, you know, that knows and says, I know how to plan for the country. I want to work with the people. Because at this time, by 6 a.m., all the INEC people should be in their polling centers, where people will come in, they are seated, everything is organized, and they go there, you're going there to go vote. That's how it is done in other countries. Let me read some of the things that we have here. Rosie Variety TV in Spain. Hello, thank you so much, Ma, for joining. She said, hello, everyone. We are doing good. Join the show. I have a link there. You guys should come on the show to talk about what you think about this decision 2023 and the way forward in Nigeria. Mr. Madolo says, we are moving forward. INEC chairman address an hour or so ago was very clear, simple and timely. Yes, he came to address the people, but, you know, we know that all these people are being bought by money. You know, this person says, oh, so you, Mr. Semeka, she likes what you're saying. He said, tell them, my brother. You know, the truth of the matter is, it doesn't matter if the INEC chairman comes out. They know what they're doing. Right now, the EFCC chairman, a spokesperson, just came out to say that there is money, new Naira notes that we're looking for, that is circulating. They want to buy people's vote. Why would they want to do that if they don't want to leave us in perpetual poverty in that country? Because, you know, if they buy the votes, that means they are investing, because they see all this money they do as investment. That's why when they go into their office, they want to, you know, take the money back. They want to take as much, suck in as much as they can. So now what I want to ask you is this, my brother. These centers that does not have these INEC people as at this time, it's past 2 o'clock, and they have proposed that elections should stop by 2:30. What do you think the government should do about those centers? Should they have the election redone, or what are they going to do? Should the person in charge be punished, or should they have the election redone?
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
Okay. My own opinion is this: if I'm a citizen of a country and I have my PVC to vote, and the INEC officials are not on ground for me to cast my vote, and my vote is not being counted, then you have differentiated me from, you know, from casting my vote. So though it's either it should, those polling units should be redone. I don't care how they have to do it. We owe them no apology. They just have to come a way whereby I must cast my vote as a citizen. I must cast my vote because I have my PVC and you are not on ground. So why will you tell me not to cast my votes? So they just have to redo it in those polling units whereby, and after then they should be examined. Whosoever should be punished. Yes, because if my vote does not count, then it's going to differ. At least it's going to contradict with the results, because I'm eligible to vote. I have my PVC and I'm not voting. So somebody should take responsibility for it.
So true. So true. But you know, the country where we come from is very difficult for people to say, oh, I'm responsible for this, or even apologize for anything. They don't apologize. The only person, that's why a lot of people are keen about this particular candidate, is because his character has proven over and over that he's one person that if he has done something wrong, he is going to say, I am sorry, and he takes responsibility. That's the way somebody who wants to lead or a leader should be. That's the
Yes.
characteristics that we're looking for. But for a typical Nigeria who is a CEO, a director of a company, or a leader or a head of any company, there's nothing like apology in some of their mouths. All they do is just oppression. Or you didn't do it right, whether you even did it right and they don't like it. They say, shut up. Who are you? They say, you're a man I saw the other day on somebody's show that was talking to people. And people have the right, as people are watching us right now, they have the right to write whatever they want to write. They can insult us. They can say whatever they want to say. It's their right. It's what is in their head and in their mouth. But you that is doing the show, because you have character, is your responsibility to learn how to absorb, not to get offended by those things, because you put yourself out there. And people have the right to say whatever they want. And now people were saying some things and the guy didn't like it. And my brother, you need to see how this man was insulting people. He was insulting people. Who are you? You people are blah, blah, blah. I'm better than your parents. Blah, 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 blah. He was just showing off the usual Nigerian braggadocious way of putting people down. And I'm like, this is the kind of people we don't want in government. We don't want you in government, because this is kind of the thing you're going to be doing to your staff and your workers, and you make them feel less important because you're the boss. So I'm really, really very worried about this whole thing that is going on right now. Them seeing money in the hands of people trying to come and buy people is very worrisome, because a lot of people are gullible. They're hungry. That little money you want to give them, they don't mind. They'll sell their birthright like Esau. So let's just hope for the best and hope for the future. The best thing for the future of the kids. I think Mohammed was explaining about school. Now look at it. I want you to talk a little bit about our school, the school system, why we really need a change of government. Children, they've been at home for a very long time now, off and on, and excuse me, they want people to be going to private school. Do you think that is the option for Nigeria? Destroying all the public schools and wanting people to go to private schools. I want you to say something about it.
Okay, it's very obvious. Why will you destroy the public schools, whereby at your own time, when you guys were going to school, you went to public schools, and Lilian, when you check those oldies people, those our fathers, that went to public schools at their time when things were still okay, you see that their mindset and the way they think, the way they speak, they are more intelligent than us that are just coming now. Why? Because they went to public school, the facilities were there for them, they checked on the teachers and every other thing. But now when you now make everything privatized, you privatize everything, there is no way the government will be able to checkmate everything that is happening. But when it is public, at least the fees will be reduced, and people will have access to go to schools. And you understand? So privatizing it, it's just for their own gain. It's just for their own gain. They don't want anything. They don't want to. They don't want any public facility to be on. They just want to privatize everything, and it doesn't work that way. Check on those private schools. How many people have the money to go to private schools? How many people? There are many intelligent people there, children out there that they want to go to school. They are smart kids, but their parents can't afford the money to go to school. And going to private schools, you cannot interact. Okay, look at let's say then you will see like great men, like rich men going to public schools, and even poor children going to the same public school. They interact, they mix up with each other. But right now, they just privatize those schools, and they take their own children to abroad, whereby they can pay higher fees, and the less privileged will go to another some private school whereby they just meet with their and things are not working that way. There should be public school for everybody should go and let the standards be the same. Let the facilities be there. Let them pump money into let's say the school, the public school, so that everybody will have that access to be educated. Giving equal rights, not privatizing schools, and and many people does not have the money to pay for the fees.
Exactly. Now, something just came in now that I'm just seeing. I'll read it to you so that we can talk about it. And this is crazy because this is just not right. And this is what we're saying we're trying to avoid. I'm just hearing now that they are not, Igbos are not allowed to vote in Lasso, only the Yorubas. Only the Yorubas that is allowed to vote. So what do you think they are trying to do right now in Lagos? This is just coming into me right now. I'm just hearing this now that Igbos are not allowed to vote in Lasso, only the Yorubas. What do you think is going on right now?
But well, I don't know how true that is, because I don't know. I've not seen that, so I can't really say about that. Why Igbos are not voting, but I'm not.
No,
I don't really.
They are not voting.
I don't know how true that is.
They said they did not allow them to vote in Lagos, in Lasso. Lasso is a Lagos State University, as if you're going to Badagry. So they must have a voting center there. But I think there's a little chaos there. That is what is coming in now to me, that they are not allowing them. So this is the crisis we're trying to avoid. And they said they have a lot of military personnel in Lagos. They should be able to go to those areas. So they are looking for different ways to rig the election. They're looking for different ways to rig the election. Everybody should be allowed to vote, just like you said. If you are a citizen of a particular country, you have your voting card in your hand, you should be allowed to vote. There should be no need for any chaos, because it's not going to help us, And to me, this is just my own opinion. Like, I think you made a reference to something like that when you were talking earlier on. If people say they don't want you, you have been ruling, you can even tell yourself that, okay, I think these people, they have their reason why. I don't want to force myself on them. Don't do anything extraordinary. Allow them to choose. If they don't choose you, it's fine. But if you force yourself on these people, you're not going to have the wisdom and the vision to rule them well. And I think that's most of the thing that is happening in Nigeria. And today, because it's a crucial election, in as much as we're saying there is security, we're still praying and hoping that there is no mago. You understand? And
yes,
thank you for elaborating on the school issues, because to me, I believe in public school. I went to public school and it was really of a high standard. The lab was working, everything was working. It was a big deal. To say, you are in Warri, you went to Ohosi College, even AC College, UCC, those schools were private. I mean, they were public schools. They were not private. AGGS Ugeli, AGGS Zora, Ladies High School in Efru, in Warri there. In Agbo, we have in Cowboys, we have in Benin. We have so many good schools. In Warri, we have Robo College. All these are public schools that people went to. Very good. They have their laboratories and everything. But now you go to school, there is nothing. I went to Unica to do theater arts. I did diploma at Unica there in theater arts before I came, abroad to do my other degrees. Throughout the 2 years I was in Unica, I did not see any practical in the theater arts department. Other than we just dancing and shaking waist. Only once I saw light, and I didn't even know what light was. You understand? So the problem is that our public schools are not equipped. But I'm so sorry that I'm laughing at that. The reason is that I have to laugh because sometimes we have to laugh at some stupid things. Just like you explained, these rich people, they know the good things. Their children are in abroad. I work in a public school here. I'm telling you, every time I go to school and come back, I just say, God, what happened to our country? What happened to Nigeria? You see a public school here is so equipped. A public high school. I work there. is so equipped. You go to their departments. It's a technical school. If you go to their wedding and fabrication department, you think that you are in a big factory in Nigeria. You go to their dental department, you think that you are in a dental school university. It's equipped. These are kids, 50, 60 people in high school. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
They're already learning all these things. And yet our government, they bring their kids to learn here. They see it. You see, it's penny wise. How do they even say it now? Penny wise, pound foolish. You have the money to make your country to that standard, but you are bringing the money to come give Oyibo. Say, make una take the do now on well, because now mumu when we be, we not go feed our country. That is what is happening to us.
Yes, that's true.
Because we can do our country the same way. Furnish all the schools, the public schools. There's no problem with private school, but the private schools will become few. Why the public school is fully equipped so that everybody can go to school. An educated nation is a great nation.
Yeah.
Have you seen videos? Now make you ask our graduates, most of them, questions. Do you understand? Because they are not taught. And like Mohammed explained, you dey go school for 4 years. Because of the strike, it's 8 years. Count the age. Then now you graduate. Then the companies. So that's why we need a new government. There should be no discrimination. No discrimination on age for anybody to get a job. You now begin to say between 20 and 35. Why would you say that? That is what is happening in Nigeria, because the government division for the country is not there. It's not there.
That's true.
You know, it's painful, it's sad, and we don't know. Anywhere where they won't go, me, I don't talk am. Anywhere where they won't go for this election, if they go the wrong way, we don't even want to predict what is going to happen. The way our country go turn into. I think one of you mentioned it and say the hunger when go there in Nigeria, I go be times 10. I go Nigeria last year. I was there for almost 6 weeks. I'm not going to tell you, every day I come out, my heart bleeds. I cry. The way people are hungry, stranded, you know, no worth, no, you know, they just make people feel like they're not humans. You know, it's sad. Everybody is entitled to a good life. At least, not be you to talk now, there is light in where you are.
Yes.
Here, when I did, there's light 24/7. Even if they will take the light, they will tell you. If there is natural disaster that, you know, maybe there is problem with the light, you need to see how they are rushing to get everybody to say, oh, okay, light, okay, how you doing? You are renting a house in Nigeria. The landlord don't do anything for you. You are renting a house abroad. If the stove, gas cooker spoil, you go call the landlord. So, but our government know all these things. So now it make people need good government.
That's true.
It's painful. It's sad. It goes up to even the governorship level. You go to a state. I went to Delta State the last time I went to the one I go last year, and I'll go Delta. The last before that one, when I go Delta, I was like, is this where I grew up? Now what I ask myself be that, is this where I grew up? You know, because when you know Warri where we're before, it's a beautiful small place, nice. But now the roads are so bad. Not just say the road even bad. The governor before this governor, I don't know what he's thinking in his head. If you go to the full roundabout as if you're going to PTI to Ugali, the road went there like this. The man take half of the road to do pavement. In the middle of the road, they can hold a party. Who does that? Because you know why? He has given the contract to one person to eat the money. Who does that? If they
Sure.
make me the governor, that's one of the first things I'm going to clean. When you're doing a pavement, you do a small pavement and give room for road for the cars. But instead, you carry pavement, put for the middle, and make, in fact, cut all the road when car go past, put there as if they want to do party in the middle of the road. So there's so much wrong with our government.
It's so sad.
But ignorant people don't see it because they give them money. They give them money. This money, you go eat and you go shit and you go throw away, and one day you go die, you don't go. I don't know whether you don't go to Nigeria recently. When you go to Nigeria, the air that you breathe in is polluted. And that's in now they make our people sick.
That's true.
You can literally feel the sand in your mouth. You can
Auntie Lilian, Auntie Lilian, sorry to cut you short. I've been in this African country, not even Europe. This is Libya. I've been in this country. Even as much as people say it is bad, it is bad. I've never gone to the hospital for going to 6 years now for injection. Only what I do is maybe sometimes I feel like I'm having headache. I take Panadol or paracetamol, and that is all. Because you know why? The water is clean. The granite oil that you use to cook your food are well processed. An African country, not even Europe. So how will you fall sick when all your foods that they have expiring date? When it's expired, you take it to the store. You won't see any expiring products in their in their shops. Look at their meat, where they put one of these days. Maybe I'm closer to where they sell meat. You will see where they sell meat as AC. They plant AC where they sell meat. You can't see a single fly. Everywhere is neat ties. Look at Nigerians where they sell meat. Flies will perch to perch it from morning till night, and you still go and buy it and cook it. Why won't you get sick? So this government, they know all about this. Okay, why do they take their children abroad? Why do they go to the best store to get their foods? They know, but they don't care about the citizens. They don't care. So right now, we need somebody that has conscience, somebody who can feel the pain of the ordinary citizen. That is what Nigerians need. They know all these things. They know. They travel all the time. They see things work in other countries, but they are so devilish. They don't have conscience. They have sold their soul to the devil. Even though you are dying, they don't care. The only time they care for you is when an election is up. They give you the token they want to give to you, and they preach to you, say whatever they want to say to you just to convince you. And the gullible, some of the Nigerians will still, go, oh God. It's a pity. I just pray that people will have the opportunity to go out and come, Most people in Nigerians, when you tell them these things, they don't, they are surprised that, are you sure? Is this, they don't understand. They just believe that, poverty is something, that they have to do everything on their own to. No. God, it's so sad that Lilian, it's so sad, but I pray one day we'll get it right.
I am so glad that, excuse me, I'm so glad that you are saying this thing. So, okay, this is not just African country, not just even Libya, even Ghana. When you go Ghana, you see the difference between Ghana and Nigeria. It's so wide. Then you begin to ask yourself, what in they control the mind of some of our Nigerians? You dey hear so? You talk about it now, say where they sell meat. When you go Europe, go America, Canada, when you go the store where they buy food stuff, when me I first come, I've followed my brother's wife to the store. I say no. I say the markets where they buy things. I want the local market. She said it's here now. I said how would you say this is the market? It's clean. You can lie down there and sleep with mattress. Air conditioner everywhere. Even the people walking, their body, everybody is clean. Everybody respects everybody because everybody is important. That is what I keep letting our people know. You are very important. And that is why it breaks my heart. Whenever I go to Nigeria and I'm in the eatery, you see these young girls that are selling dodo. I'm like, no, don't do that. Love your job. Be happy for what you're doing. But sometimes you don't blame them. It's the way they are being treated. They are being treated. Because here, when you go to a bar or a eatery, a restaurant, you want to eat, you see the excitement on the servers. Hello, ma'am. What do you want? You're welcome. Thank you. I'm your server today. My name is Kathleen. What do you want? Everybody's excited. But they so belittled our people. And it's so sad that our people are not seeing it. They're not a siam. They just figure, say, they think, say, okay, God, as you create me, it be like, say, you don't say na poverty. No! Our country is so rich that me growing up, which is not even like too far, I still see that my parents, you go to good store, you buy lady Savannah shoe in your legs, you buy good things, you buy different provisions. Everybody in the street, everybody is excited and happy. Everybody feels so comfortable, no stress. But now, just like you said, it's like you are either on the top or you're on the bottom. And once you're on the bottom, forget about yourself. People are dying. Now that one, they even pain me past. Our young men, our young men, the way they just, they payment, small sickness where they're not supposed to die. And like you said, if say good water day, why they go hospital? If good, okay, you feel go to the market now, you buy fruit the way you want, you eat. Nigeria, many people feel go buy fruit. Better fruit.
You have not gotten money to buy gari, you go and buy fruit.
You know how many people? So those are the things our people supposed to think. Say, my life is made for me to enjoy. I don't even need to run outside the country. And they talk them again. If the right person win the election today, the person, when all of us on they pray, say make him win. If nine then give the opportunity, my brother, a lot of Nigerians are coming back home.
That's true.
A lot. Because you can go there, safety. You can go there. They can pay you well when you go there and teach. They can pay you well if you're a doctor or a nurse or whatever you go do. They will pay you. And life will be good again. You are a farmer, you will be happy. You know, sometimes I even suggest it to some of my siblings. I say, okay, why don't you go into farming? They say you don't get respect to farming. Farming here is a big deal. It's a lot of money. It's a big business. Waiting there inside. Why? You know why? Because the government has made people to understand that some of these jobs are for failures, which is wrong. It's a very bad mentality. And that mentality is with most Nigerians or home and abroad. There are some jobs. Before I met my husband, I'm sure, he's okay with what I want to say. Before I met him, we went for a convention. This is a church convention in Redeem, in Texas. So, I was just telling my friends, I said, if anybody talks to me, I don't tell you what I do. I don't. So this brother can say, hello, sister. Hey, what do you do? I say, I'm a housekeeper. He did not come to me again. So that mentality of materialism was on his head. He did not see that even as a housekeeper, that I can grow and become a better person. I've worked in a hospital where one lady, she was just a nursing assistant. A doctor started friending her and trained her, helped her, not training her because the government, there is money for you to go to school here, but supported her. And today, as I speak to you, she's a nurse practitioner. So our people don't see beyond where you are today. Sure. They want to see where you're supposed to be tomorrow. They won't see them now. So I told the brother, I'm a housekeeper. You know housekeeper now cleaning people and all that.
Yes.
You know, come near me again to the convention. I say, yes, God punish you. You understand? So that is the mentality of our people. And we want somebody that will help us to erase it, to know that everybody is important. It doesn't matter what you do. If you are doing bricklayer, it's wonderful. If you are doing hairdressing, it's wonderful. If you are doing designing, clothes, I have a niece who designs clothes very well. I'm so proud of her. It's wonderful. That's the kind of government we want. But if they vote wrongly today, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it's a pity because now in Lagos, if you look from, I don't know if you know Lagos very well, when you're coming now from, where will I describe, from the airport side, as if you're going to Apapa, you
Okay.
pass Solo, Ijesha, and all those places.
Yes.
Pass from my two, as if you're going to Apapa. You want to cry. You will want to cry. The traffic and the way the road is, and the trailers, oh my God, the trailers where don't block road, that is even the things I can't stand. Trailers are all over the place, constituting nuisance. So we don't see all these things and say we need a new government, then there is a problem. There is a problem. Make I read what Mr. Modolo write for us. He said, when the right candidate wins the presidential election today, the psyche or comportment of the generality of the Nigerian populace will certainly start changing for the better. Oh, yes. It will be like magic word. Yes. We are hoping for the widely accepted Nigerian democratically elected president. Let us pray for the free and fair elections. Amen. We pray for that. The truth be say, my brother, the person when we get for mind, if na him win, now me they tell you, we don't need no juju, no native doctor, no prayers, no nothing. Everybody mind go reset. Why? You said something earlier on that because they saw Peter Obi queuing in the line, everybody is following that, right? Simple. Everybody is following that.
Yeah.
So that means if he wins, everybody
Sure.
brain will reset immediately to say, oh, you can't do bad. You can't take bribe. You can't do this. Everybody brain will reset. That's it. Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate your time today. So much, so much, so much. You
That's
don't
true.
even know how. Thank you for holding the show on the
Thank you,
grand.
man. Thank you for having me,
I
man.
really
God bless you,
appreciate
man.
it. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your time anytime. I'm going to reach out to you, make we talk, because I'm interested in talking about what is happening over there where you are. I'm bringing these things to our people because they say that knowledge is not just education. As you travel is education. As you see places is education. And that is what you bring back home to enlighten your people so that they can know what is happening and appreciate what they have and where they are. Very important, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
thank you so much. I appreciate your time. God bless you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye now. So that is it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining me on this show. I truly appreciate every one of you. I intend to come back later again in the day because we need to follow up with what is going on and what is happening, and we need to follow up to see how the election is progressing. I'm going to bring you guys more updates on where we are and how things are going and who is leading. Hopefully they start counting today. If they don't, but I'm going to bring us information on how the election is going. Our Rosie Variety TV says, really, everybody's brain will reset. So true. Thank you so much for joining me. Yes, thank you. Bye-bye also. Thank you, everyone. Just a quick recap on what we have done today. We've talked about the election in Nigeria. We've talked about what our future is. We've talked about, what is our own thought towards the country. What is our thought? We talked about it. We talked about the future of the generation to come. What are the youth? And also my guests, they highlighted on the youths, what they saw on their faces today and why a lot of them went out to give their votes out, to say, you know what, I'm ready for a change. I want to cast my vote. I am ready for this great change in Nigeria because if I let my vote count, we will have a great Nigeria. Everyone wants to have a great Nigeria. We want to have good hospitals. We want to have good schools. We want to have security. We want to have light. We want people to bring out their potential. Nigeria is one of the most gifted nations ever. If you want to doubt her, doubt her. But I'm telling you the truth, and it's confirmed. Nigeria is one of the most gifted. So we just need a good government to do this thing right so that our people can be able to explore their potential and bring it out for people to see. That is the truth. If we get it right, you will see that Nigeria will be a place where different people from all over the world will want to go to and say, I'm going on vacation in that country. I'm going on vacation to that country. I want to see what they have, you know. So please don't hesitate to keep praying for Nigeria. Keep praying for Nigeria that today's election will get it right. Because if we get it wrong, well, I may promise. If we get it wrong, if we get it wrong, but God will not allow it to, we're just praying that we get it right. If we get it wrong, well, God will be looking at us and say, well, you guys have chosen again. You guys have chosen again, but we are believing that his perfect will be done because we want safety, we want security, we want education, we want that young man, that young boy that is going to be the best surgeon in the future, that will make Nigeria proud, the best writer, that will make Nigeria proud. We want them to emerge from that country. And it might just be that little boy in the village that the parents don't have money to go to school. But with the government putting schools in place for him, with the government helping him to realize his dreams, then those dreams will be realized, and we'll just see that Nigeria will keep growing and growing and growing for the best. And also, the citizens will enjoy their lives. We all have the right to enjoy our life as Nigerians. You have the right to good food. You have the right to good health care. I say it all the time. It is not just made for somebody who want to be calling you and you. That's why sometimes I don't like them. You go home, they will say, sir, madam, sir. I don't like it. No. You are valuable. Come on. Yes, we know where age is. Yeah, you can respect age people to say, oh, but you don't go you that is older than somebody. You be saying, ma, sir, unnecessarily when they are not your boss in the office. Just because of what? Just because of the little thing you want to get. It's not right. It's not right at all. Everybody deserves a good life. That's what I see. Because when you come abroad, just like my brother emphasized, these people, they go abroad, they see how everybody behaves, how everybody is well treated. Why don't you think our citizens should be well treated like that? Look at our airport. When you arrive, how it is. And you travel to other airports and you see how beautiful it is and how nice it is and how everything is working. And yet, you come to your own country, you don't have that. You don't have that. Your house is powered by generator 24/7. You too, you dey suffer am. You dey suffer am. You just say only the poor masses. You dey suffer am. You can't be powering with generator 24/7 when you can have electricity. There's money for it. Okay, look at this INEC thing today now. In some places, as I pass 2 o'clock, INEC never reached some places. When you guys know how crucial this election is, you've been arranging for this election for over a year now. You know how crucial it is. You couldn't get everything fixed and arranged to say, okay, these INEC officials, where are you going? Where's your polling station? Okay, your polling station is in Lasu. That's fine. Okay, you're going to sleep in Satellite Town. You book a hotel there. In the morning, they take them there. Oh, where's your own polling booth? This, just make everybody comfortable and ready so that they can go there this morning and cast their vote. Now it's past 2. What are you going to tell us? We're waiting. Nigerians are waiting. Mr. Modola said, truth in you has said about Nigeria. We hope to get it right. Amen. Yes, that's our prayers, to get it right. I'll see you guys in a few. I'm coming back because I have a special guest that I want to come on to talk about Nigeria and the future and our views and our thoughts for Decision 2023. I have somebody that will be coming up in a few minutes to talk about this whole thing with me. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes again. Keep hanging in there and tell more people Lilian will be back. Thank you so much. Continue to follow me. If you haven't hit the like button on my Facebook, please hit it. Hit the like button, hit the following button, follow me, also on YouTube. Follow us on all social, Instagram, follow us so that you can be getting a lot of the good things that we're going to be bringing for you. God bless you. Ciao, ciao, ciao. See you in a few. Bye now.